Where, like sort of physically, does your inspiration show up?
Everything is a song, bro. If you imagine that everything on earth is alive, this bottle was made just to sit here to wait to be poured into my cup. So that's a song. I wait for you. Even sounds for me have colors. Sounds for me have pictures. So I always have an idea. Hearing a melody, you can hear a feeling from it. You can hear something saying something to you. That's why we listen to music. We're like, it speaks to me. The most important thing in my career, the most important thing in my existence is to go, what's the rawest form of lab of my person, of my existence? What's the rawest form of me, even without this body? Like, what's the soul? What's my center saying?
What is that?
What do you mean? Like,
what is the center? Who is lab? What's the purest form? If I peel back all those layers on that onion, what is at the core of lab? It's a difficult question, one that I'd struggle to answer. So.
No, I call it calling your tears.
Yeah.
So sometimes when I sing, ooh, da, da, I call this calling your tears. Like, it's like, I want to hear the fucking scent of you as well. I give you the scent of me and I want to hear the scent of you. And even bummy notes, whatever the fuck is coming out, it's like, can I speak to you beyond your, like, oh, I have this thing and I've got money and I'm thing. Well, who's the guy? And I'm like, if I can sing and do this to you and you see you and we both see beyond our flesh, beyond the things that bind us on earth, that shit for me is like, that's what I want to see. That's what I'm always trying to get to. Not what you were taught when you were 5.
Not my mask.
You know what I mean? Not what was given to you or you were raised into. Like, it's like, what does your soul want? What is, like, what's your soul song as well? And so, like, when I'm singing, I'm like, for me, frequency is a language as well. Like music, of course, yeah. Like hearing a melody, you can hear a feeling from it. You can hear something saying something to you. That's why we listen to music. We're like, it speaks to me. And I'm like, can I speak to you? Can I actually truthfully speak to you beyond the bullshit? And usually frequency is one of our like most powerful languages. Like literally everything is by vibration. Like everything on earth is vibrating. That's how, like, and that's how we can identify a lot of things. You can feel energy, if you get me. So for me, I'm like, getting to the core of that is like the most exciting thing for me. Every time I go into the studio, I want to be there, but I'm fighting to get away from needing to please. Like, and that clouds my mission all the time.
Still today?
Yeah, 100%. Without a doubt. But it's not as loud as it used to be.
You got music coming out soon?
Yeah.
What's the process been like making this new body of work?
Fun.
Yeah.
It was fun. It was fast. I worked with a band, my band LSD, me and Sia and Diplo have a band. And in working with Sia, I kind of learned how to let go a bit. And when I went to go write my album, after the long album, the long number 2, I just kind of was like, yeah, let's just do something, just do it, let it go. Don't think about it. I did end up thinking about it a little later on because I've had the album for a while. But I just was like, I enjoy these melodies, I enjoy what I'm doing. I'm gonna leave it there. And I'm alongside Euphoria, I was like, it kind of, a lot of these things were teaching me to do that, like come out of that, the pleasing and just go, what are you hearing? Write what you hear from the sky and that's it. And just leave it there. So that's what I did with this record as well.
How much is this record a reflection of how you're feeling and where you are in your mind and your psychology? How much of that is reflected through the music and what you've created?
I believe that this record is one of the steps towards me being naked. Like I don't think I'm as naked as I want to be yet, but I believe that it's getting me there. And like, even with this album, it was dedicated to my missus. A lot of the songs on the album were dedicated to my missus because like I was talking about, where she stood up for me and supported me through the music, through like my experiences. I kind of I turned our relationship in the music industry into a, like two lovers, Bonnie and Clyde riding through the cosmos. So literally it's like natural born killers in space. That's what the whole album was. And that was my like inspiration for the record, is that it's all love songs, but all of the love songs are me taking photos of moments with my wife and things we've been through together.
Where, like, sort of physically, does your inspiration show up?
Everything is a song, bro.
Like
everything.
In the streets, in the gym.
This is a song. I wait for you. This bottle's sitting here, and if you imagine that everything on earth is alive, this bottle was made just to sit here to wait to be poured into my cup. So that's a song. I wait for you. I wait at your beck and call whenever you need me. And it's like I'm turning this bottle into a person, and I'm like, don't you know how long I've needed to be wanted? Or don't you know I have my own things, or things I want for myself, if you get me? So every like little thing like can be like turned into or dramatized into a song, you know? Like, does that make sense?
I'll wait for you, and I'll nutritionally complete.
Yeah. No, but it is like I'll complete you.
Yeah.
It's like I'll be your servant. It's like but like, when is my moment? Like, or you can just find things in it. Like, there's just one thing sitting there, and like start to peel the onion of, okay, what would it feel like if I just had to sit there? Like, I was created and I just had to sit there to replenish somebody's health. Like,
have you always thought like that? Because that's quite an abstract way to think, like the metaphor, the symbolism of what that bottle is doing there. A lot of people would say, oh, that's a drink.
Yeah, that's everything, bro.
And have you cultivated yourself to think in such a way over time where you've lent into that? Or is that something that you've just always had as a...
No, that's it. That's it for me. Like, with everything is like, because I guess, like you're saying, with growing up, you're going, how do people see the world? And you try to see the world through other people's eyes, especially when you grow up with like either traumas or like an intense home. You learn to kind of observe a lot. And so like in observation, you go into like...
storytelling almost.
Bro, like it's like layers and layers of storytelling. Like, yeah. So I just see every song, even sounds for me have colors, sounds for me have pictures. So I always have an idea. Usually what scares the idea away is people pleasing, honestly. Like, I know what my idea is, but it's like learning how to, in a business, especially that we go from writing in our bedrooms to becoming CEOs of companies without knowing it. You have to learn how to run your business and get your business to articulate what you want to say without being frightened of judgment.
If you love the Diary of a CEO brand and you watch this channel, please do me a huge favor. Become part of the 15% of the viewers on this channel that have hit the subscribe button. It helps us tremendously, and the bigger the channel gets, the bigger the guests.